Hi, I'm Phillips. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install two different types of tray panels, Aqua wall panels. The first one will be this black marble effect matte WPC laminate wall panels, which will cover the whole back wall, and then the two adjacent sides will be covered with Aqua 3D waterproof smoked oak brown wood effect slack panels. Now, before cladding any form of wall, make sure the surface is clean, dry, dust and debris free. This will help the bonding fix the boards directly to the walls. If you're working in a bathroom and you have a wet room area or even a shower enclosure, the walls must be tanked before you apply your boards. The tanking will give the walls a waterproof membrane, so if any water or steam was to get through the joints or through the top and bottom of the boards, it wouldn't damage the walls behind. Now, the size for this type of panel is 2,400 millimeters high, which is about 8 foot high, and the width wise is 650 millimeters, which is about 2 foot. The thickness of them is 11 millimeters thick, and they have a tongue and groove edge on the left and the right hand side of them. What you're going to do is need to measure up your wall. If you have to cut down them for the roof height size, you do that first before applying, but I'll come to cutting later. On my particular wall here, I can fit a full panel directly right onto the wall. So I'm going to start from my left hand side and work my way to the right hand side. Start by turning the panel around and then you can apply your adhesive. Now, the glue I'm using is a flexible waterproof hybrid polymer glue, perfect for applying these type of sheets to a variety of different surfaces, which is available online or installed at walls and floors. You need to apply a thin line about 50 millimeters away from the edge around all four edges of the sheet. Then two lines right the way down the center, from the top all the way down to the bottom. This will spread the glue evenly on a board this size, help it grab and stick to the wall until it's dry. Once it's contacted against the wall, press firmly over all of the areas to get it nice and flat until it grips, and then you can start to do your second board. Now for the next board, apply the adhesive on in the same manner. A good heavy thick line 50 millimeters in from each edge. Then two further heavy lines right down the center is normally applied. Now, one thing to bear in mind, if you're putting your aqua panels up in a shower enclosure here, which is going to get a lot of water on there, your walls are going to be tanked, of course, at this point. You put your adhesive on in the same manner. However, when you come to connect the tongue and groove joints here, you'll put a line of clear silicone from the top all the way down to the bottom. Press your board in, interlock the tongue and groove, and then any excess silicone that comes out, get a silicone wipe and wipe it all off clean before it dries. Interlock the tongue and groove edges of both boards. Then place the back of the board with the adhesive flat to the wall. Press down firmly and start to tap it into position. Same again, gently pattern all the way across the surface of the board once it's interlocked into the tongue and groove junction. Now I'm ready for the third one. When you take delivery of your wall boards, lay them down in a flat, safe place where they're not to be tread on or stood up against the wall. You could leave them in the room for a day or two to acclimatise before you start to install them. You'll see on all four corners there's a plastic cap for protection of the corners in transit. Remove these before standing them upright and applying your adhesive. They're durable PVC construction with a soft matte finish, making them both stylish and long lasting. The Tray Panel Aqua Black Matte Marble Effect WPC shower panels, featuring a heavily detailed marble effect with contemporary grey colouring and varied veins for a touch of elegant style in your bathroom or shower area. Enhancing moist resistance, thermal insulation, ensuring a reliable, high quality addition to your internal walls. Now that's my last full panel installed now across the one wall of the room. Now I need to make a cut from here to here. So I'm simply going to take a tape measure, measure top, middle and bottom, transfer their measurements onto my board, and then cut them down with a circular saw. I'm using a battery operated circular saw to cut my boards straight. If you need to, clamp a straight edge cutting guide rail on the top of your boards. This will assist you getting a straighter cut. You can also cut your boards using a handsaw or a jigsaw. Okay, now before I offer this up into position to check that it fits, I just want you to look closely at the thickness and the density of these new Aqua Boards. They are solid, absolutely solid all the way through. When I first picked them up, I wondered, you know, they're so heavy and really, really durable. I've fitted plastic wall panels before to ceilings and to bathroom walls in the past, and they're quite hollow, a majority of them, and I've never seen anything as dense and as solid as this. They really are going to be durable. So let's see if it fits. I'm going to interlock it into the tongue and groove joint without any adhesive on at this moment, just to see if it is going to go right back and I don't need to trim off another millimetre or two. Yeah, I can feel the spring in that. That is clear, it's going to go right back, so it's no problem for me to put glue on it, and it doesn't need any more trimming off it. Again, the same as your full panels, always apply a thick line of adhesive around 50mm from the outer edge of your panel. Then offer up the tongue and groove joints, nice and slow, making sure they interlock together, pressing firmly across all sections of the Aqua panel until it grabs the surface behind. Now I'm going to turn my attention to the two adjacent walls either side. Again, using a waterproof Aqua panel, but this one is Tray Panel's 3D version. And the colour and the pattern to it is the brown smoked oak wood effect here, and it has the matte black in the recesses between here to give it that flute effect. Size wise, it's the same length, 2.4 meters, it's 2,400 millimeters, and the width is 200 millimeters. That works out about 8 inches across. Thickness is the same, 12 millimeters. The back of these aren't flush like the standard flush panels. This has a fluted effect. So when we apply this to the wall and we're applying the adhesive on the back of it, we must apply it on the raised areas on here, and that way it's going to key to the surface that little bit better. We start off on the left hand side of the wall with the wood effect, and we leave the tongue showing here, so the second panel will lap over the top of the tongue. Now I'm going to start from my left hand side here. So the first thing I'm going to do is push one of my boards up. I don't need to cut anything down at this point, but I'll go into cutting later on. I want to check that it fits flush with that, taking my spirit level and placing it up against it to check that it is perfectly level and it doesn't need any scribing off the side, because what you want to do is make sure that that fits up nice and tight and snug. It will be sealed with silicone. However, this second piece that comes across needs to be perfectly level. The adhesive I'm using is a powerful hybrid polymer adhesive. It has maximum strength and maximum adhesion. It's perfect for these type of jobs that could be exposed to damp conditions. Pressing it nice and firm with your hands over the hole areas. So each one of them flutes at the back, which is covered in adhesive, is going to grab well to the surface. One double check with your spirit level, see that you're happy, and then it's just repeat on the rest of the panels and work them way across. Now with this second plank, the first line of adhesive you're going to apply is in this little groove here, because these are acting similar to a tongue and groove. We've got the tongue on this edge, and if we apply the glue on there, when we bond that to the wall, it gives a nice sealed edge then between the two actual boards. So make sure we get one line in there, and then we apply it as usual to the back of the high sections of the board, which is available online or installed at Walls and Floors. So we lift this second piece on, this at the bottom first, just lapping up, and it'll sit nice on top of that tongue, and that adhesive behind there, the first line we put on, will mould into it really well. So I'm pressing this way, but also applying weight on the face of the board, so I know that all the adhesive at the back is going to grab nice and flush to the surface. Now, if you have any adhesive that may come out between them joints, just wipe it off with a silicone wipe before it dries. And that'll give you almost, or more or less, an invisible joint. Tray Panel's long-lasting waterproof Aqua Panel really are quick and easy to install. These smoke oak wood effect aesthetics adds that splash of style to any interior. Crafted from 90% recycled cutting-edge polystyrene composite, so they're rigid, hard-wearing, easy to clean and maintain, as well as being eco-friendly, making them suitable for interior walls that require that extra waterproof solution. That is one wall complete in about 30 minutes. Now I'm going to turn my attention to the opposite wall, where I do have to do some cuts around a door and a frame. Now my first 5 panels were like the opposite side, there was no cuts involved. However, I have now met the door frame, which of course will need cutting around. So once you've got these fixed into place, the simplest way of doing this is to take your measurements, top, middle and bottom, and then transfer them across onto your panel. Alternatively, if you can take it past it, here at the bottom here, you can probably see, once I push it up, it can be almost pressed into the tongue and groove, and then it can be marked on here, and then same again on the top. I'll bring it down that way. It can be pressed into the tongue and groove and then marked on there. Of course, you transfer that level all the way down, ready to cut. However, bear in mind, you do want it to go around the corner of there. So place it on the floor and then transfer your line across that way. And I just want to point out, just like the other boards I fitted on this wall here, the thickness and the density of these Aqua wall panels really are impressive. Honestly, over the years I've fitted hundreds and hundreds of them, and a majority of them have been hollow in the past, lightweight, and nowhere near as rigid or as heavy as these. So quality wise, they're the best I've seen for sure. So once you've cut it, always double check that it fits before you put any glue on the back of it. And there, a little bit dusty, yeah, that fits absolutely perfect for me. It's okay to have a millimetre or two discrepancy and a little bit of movement as well for changing the temperatures, of course. And if there is a tiny gap, that can be covered at a later date once it's dry with your silicone sealant. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to lay it down and apply my adhesive on the back, just like we did with the rest of them. Now we need to do, measure above the top of the door, cut down a handful of pieces and fix them on the same way. Mark your cut with a pen and a set square. I'm cutting this section down with a handsaw, or you could of course use a jigsaw or a circular saw if you have one. Apply your adhesive on the raised slats at the back, as well as the top and bottom of the cut sections, just for that extra strength. Now we've bridged over the top of the door, the next stage is to cut an L-shaped piece, exactly the same as what we did there, from the top all the way down to the bottom. And remember, measure twice, so you only cut once. This narrow cut may look a little thin and flimsy, but don't worry. These slats are super strong material, and once glued and fixed into position, there won't be an issue. Now I'll finish off the rest of the area with the full length to complete this side of the adjacent walls. I hope it's inspired you to do it yourself. But if you need more information about the products or to see the vast range of products that they do, head straight over to the website wallsandfloors.co.uk.